Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Insight. Of course, I am Tiffany White Sage Woman. Welcome, everyone, to this sacred circle. Just give everyone a few moments to join us, and whether you're watching this live on YouTube, on Rumble, hi Maureen, and other Rumble viewers, on my LinkedIn page, my LinkedIn profile, it streams to, and also to Twitter, Goldylocks Productions Twitter. So, yay! Hello, and if you watch the show on a replay, just know that the universe knows that what you're going to be here, and has a spot for you. Your spot is for you, and so this is for everyone that watches live or recorded. So it's just so magical. So let me give a shout out to all the YouTube viewers now who are watching. So it's Maureen and the Rumble viewers. Let's see, who do we have here over on YouTube? Hello, Destiny. I hope you had an amazing birthday yesterday. Happy birthday weekend. Celebrate all weekend long. Let's see. Thank you, Robert, for your super sticker. Robert Myers, a.k.a. Shaman Bob. Shaman Bob in the house. Hello, Teresa. Veronica. Hello, Veronica. Good morning to you in Australia. Hello, Marcus, joining in from LinkedIn. Thank you so much, Marcus. Nice to see you here this evening with us. Yay! All right. So just wanted to give everybody my website in case you're new. And hello, Robin. Thanks for joining us. All right, so my website is whitesagewoman.com. Please check out my services and check out my services and contact me. That's the best way to contact me, through my website, unless many of you have my email or how to get in touch with me. But through my website, yay, whitesagewoman.com. Let me slow it down because we do have audio only listeners. So white, WHITE, sage, SAGE, woman, WOMAN.com, whitesagewoman.com. So thank you so much, everyone, joining in this evening. Hello, Wendy. Hello. All right, so let me also share this because it just started today. There's 20% off. It starts today on the Goldylocks Productions spreadshirt. But it's so much more things than just shirts, and there's mugs. There's so many merchandise if you want to check that out. But 20% starts today and runs through Wednesday, which is the 26th. So yes, Marcus, please let's inbox me and we'll chat. So thank you. All right. So for everyone else, here is the link. You can just shop.spreadshirt.com/Goldylocks with a Y, GOLDYLOCKS, and then dash productions. All right. So that's how you can get to the shop. 20% off. It's not as long of a sale as it normally is. It's only 3 days, today to Wednesday. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. We have new designs for spring put up there. We have designs for each show. So, and then just some fun designs for Goldylocks Productions as a whole. So be sure to check that out. And thank you so much for doing that. It helps to support our production costs and have some fun while you're at it too, right? With the cool designs and Yeah. So, hello, Richard. Okay, so you got karaoke tonight. Well, have fun. Good luck with that. And I mean it in a nice. I know that you'll be fine with it. Karaoke. So tonight, I will just answer questions that you guys have. I do want to go over a little bit about, let's talk about runes. And I know that Robert, ooh, this is a treat for you, right? But there's a lot of us who have heard about runes, maybe want to explore a little bit more, not sure. And so they're, to me, they've always been very magical. I've always just related to them. And so it doesn't matter, your genealogy wise. You can like anything, it doesn't matter. But I do find that somewhere along the line, and even so much, again, broader than some of our ancestors. So yes, your family, your ancestors, but let's even, just we're all connected, we're all one, that the whole divinity and just even our experiences above and beyond our genetics and our DNA. All right. But talking about while we're here on this earth plane, while we're here on Earth, Tara, Gaia, it is important that we really pay attention to, I want to say, our ancestor helpers and our higher self, because not only our circle of guides is so many people there, so much more than we even realize. It's family members that we probably have never even met, obviously hadn't met. Family members, not just people too. They could animals. We have animal guides, other spirit guides, star families. We have, um, extraterrestrials. We have angelics. We have so many people sitting at your guidance table, and I like to visualize that, the round table with the knights, right, with my guidance committee or my guidance team, guidance and healing committee and team. And because you do have some powerful shamans, medicine men, medicine women, that can help with your healing and other people's healings as well. All right. So and let's not forget who else, excuse me, is on this circle of your guides is you. Your higher self is also included on this. And we should be having dialogue with our higher self all the time. So yes. Did you miss a birthday, Robin? Destiny's birthday, I think was yesterday. Was yesterday. So yeah, yeah. So we were just wishing Destiny a happy birthday. She commented early. And then probably left again. So yay, she'll be back. But yeah, that she was here because I was thinking about her and was like, okay, just wanted to wish her happy birthday before I forget. Because you know how things just come and go so fast. So anyway, how's everybody doing? How was your weekend? If you have any questions while I'm talking, or just sharing, really, the sharing, just please put your comments, your questions and comments in the chat box, in the comment box. You know how to comment on YouTube because they have the live chat right there beside the box. Now on Rumble, I do believe there's a button you have to push that says join the live chat, and you can join Maureen there, so Maureen doesn't have to be by herself in chat. Although she probably doesn't mind. And then, of course, on LinkedIn, it's easy as well to comment on the video, and I will see that. And Twitter, I'll be notified, if you make a comment on Twitter. So just, it just doesn't show up in the studio yet, but that's all right. So runes, how many are you familiar with runes? Runes is used just so much more than just for messages. They are used for healing as well. On my website, I do one of the online courses that I do teach is it's Rodney Cox's. He is the creator of the rune Val Door. It's a healing with the runes. It's using the runes in a healing session, and it's very very powerful. It really is, and so just given that option. So, Robert, question: where does Odin know me from? Well, here's the that's a great question, Robert. That's something too that you will have to go in a shamanic journey maybe and ask and find that out. But here's the thing. Um, yes, I have a fondness for Odin and for the Norse, say mythology, so to speak. I had a fondness really for all of their fondness, let me say this, an interest. I was intrigued. Okay, and so ancients might have called them gods, but please know that we're all equals. Those little g gods, and we're all equals. And whether we actually lived in a time with them, or like I said, it's in our ancestors did. Okay, and plus it's yeah, and it's okay. Just don't worship. That's the message. Okay, yeah, just don't worship any of them. What yeah. So that's it. We give gratitude to living, to your life every day. Give gratitude to those around you. Give gratitude to um, teachers. We're all students and teachers, and we learn from each other. All right, but don't worship. Even Source, our divine creator, doesn't want to be worshipped. Just be grateful. Now let's step this down 1,000 times, like the relationship between mother and father and the children. As a mother, I don't want my kids to worship me. I want them to be respectful and loving, you know, not just towards me and their father, but towards themselves and to everyone else, right? That's what you know. So somewhere along the line, we've got bamboozled into worshiping. So that's all. I'm just gonna leave that there. Hello, Melissa. Let's see, but we do have, I like to say, guardians, and they do help and work with us. Okay. Let's see. I'm missing some comments. Are scrolling here. Let me just catch up. So, Robert, that's very personal for you. I can tell that it's in your ancestors, your genealogy. You can even in the shamanic journey, whether you realize that or not, you can do that. You can journey. Maybe when you're sleeping, you can do conscious journey. When you're awake and you okay. I feel like you wanted to meet him somehow, some way, and so you have actually had conversations. And now what you need to do is just ask to remember that. Okay. Veronica, runes are the first medium I was drawn to. Yes, yes, me too. I used runes before I'd pick up any cards. I had to really sit with, you know, hmm, this is not being disrespectful to any tarot readers or to tarot. It's just not my preferred platform. When they came out with oracle cards, I was happy. I was like, yay, little messages in the cards. I was happy for that. I just never resonated with tarot. Doesn't mean it's bad. I just didn't resonate with it. But I did resonate with runes. And that's what it's all about, is what are you resonating to, right? And so, absolutely. Whew. I think Veronica has made another comment too here. Just to make sure that I am pronunciating this correctly. And yeah, the Which runes were you first instructed? Veronica still calls for protection from this rune. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. The Iwas. Yeah, is that how it's pronounced? Yeah, the L has. I've got to look at the spelling too because sometimes, but it's pronounced Iwas for protection. That's interesting that you say that. I just want to make sure that the spelling because sometimes they're spelled a little differently. Uh, uh, the Iwas. That's very interesting. It's cosmic connection. Veronica is not surprising at all. All right. And that the application with that rune is shamanic work, self-reliance, and getting in touch with your higher self. Wow. So there you go. So when you're calling for or using that for protection, that's what you're doing. Isn't that beautiful? The stone too. Now this is amazing. I can't tell you. I wore labradorite stones for like 3 days in a row. I felt like I needed that. So, see, you just helped me to realize why I was wearing that. The labradorite is like this stone for I was. Okay. And how about that? Cosmic connection with the deities, of course, is Odin, and I'm going to butcher these names, so I am so sorry because I don't. It's just Odin and Thor and Freya. But the deities associated with yours is Odin, Eulor, and Valley, Veronica with a V, another V. Anyway, thanks for sharing that. I thought it was interesting. I just wanted to share this information to everyone else too, maybe who didn't know about that. It's so interesting. Yay! Uh, let's see, Wendy. I love runes for years. It was quite the treat. I had Viking blood in me. Yes, I have. Me too. It's English, Scandinavian, and Scottish. So there you go. And yes, Wendy, and Maureen, I do believe, took the Rune Valdor healing course, if I'm remembering correctly. And so, yeah, just see how that is working out. And even if you're just using it for yourself, hello, Sugar Kim. Even if you're just using that for yourself, but I love it too because there's a correlation here, and I've made that connection. There's a thread that connects everything, connects us all together. The law of one connection. But the thing that I love was that I totally work with my solar plexus, and I feel that golden white light, that gold light come through the solar plexus. And so I guess I didn't realize until later, and realizing that this is where you do rune work is from your solar protection, from your solar plexus. Protection, yes, protection for there too. But from your solar plexus is where we're doing this rune work. This is where some people call the Odin light shines through us, but it's golden. Now let's look at the similarity between the Odin's golden white light to the Christ. So maybe Odin was Christed. He was a Christed being. There was more than there. Yeshua and Jesus wasn't the only Christed being here. Okay, we had some Christed beings, and we all were treated equally, not worship me. Okay, they were trying to help us with our divinity. All right. Anyway, so I really resonate with that, and it is so powerful, and it's that the Christ consciousness, that masculine energy, Odin coming through your solar plexus. And then here we have the heart. We have the Mary Sophia Christos. So we have the Christ consciousness in the solar plexus, the Mary Sophia Christos, that Christ consciousness here, the feminine side of it. So then if the Odin too is coming through the solar plexus and free of the heart. So you can see where it's all the same messages of how to be in balance. Is you better get that masculine and that feminine and in a harmonious relationship, right? So yes. Woo, so good. Anyway, I know not a lot of people resonate with runes, and that's okay. I just hoping to maybe those of you who aren't familiar with it, just to expose you a little bit to that. They I find that they're very good. Again, just take what you can use and just leave the rest. And yeah, and I just love how connected to nature it is too. And it's we have to, again, be working together as one is working together with nature, working with this planet, working with all these other beautiful beings that used to work with us and then went into hiding. The good dragons, the benevolent dragons, the unicorns, the Pegasus. You know, now a lot of people can see the elementals, the fays, and they'll come to you if you believe in them and if they know that you won't harm them. But all of these beautiful beings we used to all be in a physical presence together, all on the same frequency as well. And as soon as we all fell, as soon as we fell, and man decided that, hey, we're better than everyone else and let's start hunting, they had to protect themselves. They had to stay in a higher frequency to protect themselves. All right. So, and of course, there's a lot more to that, but we're just going to keep it with that for now. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So, anyway, I wanted to share with you too, which was really interesting, is I know I've shared my drum with a lot of you before, but I have a lot of new viewers now. And so sorry if I'm kind of scattered this evening. The energy is just so high and so beautiful. And I found myself today popping in and out of my body. And it's just kind of like, okay, woo. And doing a lot of balancing work. And here's something. Oh, this is what they want me to talk about. From last week, we had a great show last week about static, about being balanced and doing the star exercise, right? How many's been doing the star exercise since last week? Now, Veronica, I do too see the tree of life, and the tree of life is very grounding, and especially if you use the runes, it's a tree. All right. If you're The only thing I'm going to caution on if you see a tree is to make sure it's a true tree of life. And I know, Veronica, it is for you. This is, for those of you, there's a Kabbalah tree that has 10 aspects to it. Please know that's an inverted symbol. And it's the one that has 12. The tree of life that has 12 aspects to it, that's the correct one. And I do have pictures of these explanations. If those of you who were using maybe the reversal of energy tree, the 10 aspects one, if you want, I know I showed it before in the past, and I'm not sure what show it was. Sorry, the pictures, the differences of the 10 aspect Kabbalah tree of life, and then the actual tree of life has 12. What's missing from the Kabbalah one is really the space for the sacred heart center, and then I do believe your soul star. These two are missing because no one has any rights to these. So now you can see why mind control is so powerful, because anyone who wants to deceive you needs your permission. Otherwise, they've messed with free will. So they found a loophole to try to mess with us by brainwashing, by using mind control, brainwashing, whatever you want to voluntarily, okay, it's still wrong because they're purposely misleading. But we all are coming away from that. All right, so that's why 12 aspect tree of life. Now, I love the tree of life that I visualize is that it's rooted in earth and then up into the cosmos. So, and that is what grounds me very quickly, even to visualize that. So the star formation. But here's the thing: I've also come to realize, and Marcia, in her show, I was like, yes, you're right. Earth people who have a lot of earth, who works with the earth and water elementals, we can ground really easy because it's who we are. There are elements. But what about the other elements that can't ground? This is why the star exercise is good for everyone, no matter what element you favor, because we're all stars. We're all stars. We're from the stars. So this gets you right back to your divinity quick, safe, and effectively. Okay? So that's why I say let's do that. If you see use whatever symbols you want, but a lot of people that have a hard time grounding, then try the star exercise. Okay? So that's so there you go. Let me see. Thank you, Veronica, that for bringing that forward. Let's see, Veronica, when I find little branches that look like a protection symbol and stick them on my fence line. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Yes, yes, and you can make a lot of these symbols, the rune symbols, and I'll show you some of them. We're going to go through them. You can make them. You can make them. You combine, making a sigil, combining several of them into one. You could do that as well. Uh, yeah, Robin, you've been doing the star. Okay, good, good. Teresa, I don't remember what first drew me in, but Atlantis has always grabbed me. Yes, because that's a past life memory for you, Teresa. Yes. Okay. And dragons too. Oh, absolutely. Yes, yes. And yeah, yeah, yeah. So just stay in balance and stay in harmony, because the veil, what they call the veil, is getting thinner and thinner. A lot of us are already starting to see some things. We're starting to see more. We're feeling more. We're experiencing more, and it's just going forward. It's beautiful, beautiful. Yes, Luna, I have an amethyst set. Yes, you can get runes in gemstones. They're etched in and then painted. I do believe they're etched, and then the etching is painted so you can see it. I have some of those too. I think my set is aventurine, like the green aventurine set. Nothing beats the old wooden set. I like the wooden sets. I have made runes with Connecticut River rocks. You find rocks that are just small and smooth, and you can take Sharpie markers and draw the runes on there. Yes. I love the ones that are handmade because I feel like the intention is even more powerful there. And plus anything that I make goes in. I have a pyramid, a healing pyramid, and it also sits in the pyramid for 3 to 7 days, depending. It'll tell me when it's done. I'm done. So everything gets charged, supercharged. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see, Veronica. I tried doing the star in bed to see if it works lying down, and it did help me go to sleep. Oh, yes, you can. You can. I'm glad you brought that up, Veronica. Um, you can lie down. You don't even have to. If you can visualize and are a strong one person that can visualize, do the visual. You don't have to. You could be sitting down and just visualize yourself standing. You can put your feet out a little bit onto the floor. All right, and then put your hands out like this. You don't even have to put it out because then people will go, "What is she doing?" But you can. They said if even to be discreet, you can go like this. Just cup it. This one up, this one down. Just kind of do it like this, but visualize I'm in a star formation. We're so powerful. We really are. Okay. So let's see. Wendy, I made runes with the river rocks and pine woods. Yes, nice, nice. Right? I think they mean more when you have the handmade ones. But you can energize them just like you do with crystals. You can sit with them and have that energy exchange. Also, yak bone. I do have some yak bone sets of runes that are very, and these were um, respectfully, obtained. Tibetan yak bone. Um, so they, yes, all right. So because I did check that, I was like, wait a minute. I don't want any yak to be hunted for these, and no, that's not what that was. So, but it doesn't hurt to be mindful of that and make sure we check for that. Oh, you're welcome, Destiny, for the birthday wishes. See, Robin, I've been doing this star because I'm super sensitive to the things that is going on this planet. Yep, I've been walking around like a drunk. Yes, we have to be very careful. This off balance thing. We need to just be mindful of our steps so that we don't fall down and hurt ourselves. And yes, because I know a lot of us have had falls. Robin, everyone, raise your hand. So, staying hydrated too. Staying hydrated. Um, if we don't stay hydrated, our bodies will let us know. And I made the mistake of not hydrating like I should have yesterday. My body sure let me know. But I bounced back pretty quickly once I need to rehydrate. But we had a nice day. It's a little windy yesterday, and we spent Earth Day. You know, Earth Day's every day, but we planted yesterday. So we've had three fruit bushes in pots, and they've a blueberry bush. It's been in a pot for like 3 or 4 years, and it's done really well. A raspberry bush, and then I bought a chokeberry bush, and which is really bitter. So chokeberry, hence the name. And so those were ready to go into a ground. So we did a raised bed for them, and I left a spot too because I have an elderberry bush that's on its way. So the chokeberry is supposed to be they're great. We don't mind. We're sharing them with the birds, and whatever we can get from it, we can get from it. The chokeberry is supposed to be like another medicinal berry with as long I mean along with the elderberry. And so we all know about elderberry. So really excited. And now we put them into where they can get bigger. Now they'll be in the ground and have the benefits of the earthworms. Of course, I did electroculture, there too, put the copper antennas in. And so just really excited. And so I haven't had, I think the first year we had the blueberry bush years ago, and I got a bowl full of blueberries, and that was it. The birds eat the blueberries and the raspberries, and I'm okay with that. It's okay. Let's see. Wendy's itchy. Yes. Here's the thing too: is how many of us I am feeling itchier than normal. When we had a conversation about that, Wendy, I was noticing too, my scalp, and I'm like, I'm not using different shampoo. What's going on? My scalp is itching. We have water filters in the shower. We're just, and I'm like, what's going on? And then look, I'm like scratching. Now I'm itchy because we said we're itchy. But but think about this is that when we feel itchy or even rashes, we're purging. Something is it's purging, it's releasing, and so it's. I feel like it's all good if we are being mindful of what we're consuming and the products that we're using, making sure they're chemical free. It's going to be fine. We're just going through so much. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. Robin, I actually think I cracked a bone in my ankle. Come on, Robin. No, you and the bones. Robin. No. Well, that crack you can fuse back together, Robin. You know that. Put your hands on it and work with your body. Yes, Veronica, she fell and she yes. Um anyway, uh okay, so what also everything that's coming in, my guidance team had shared this with me. And again, when I say guidance team, my higher self is on there. So instead of me sitting here and naming everyone on my guidance team, because I'm only doing that to show you that your higher self is on your guidance team too. All right, to remind you. Um, so here's the thing: is that everything that we're feeling, because so many people that I'm talking to, communicating with, my um, I don't like saying stepmothers. I say my bonus mother in Texas. She hurt her knee. She twisted her knee, and it's like we're doing things like this, twisting knees, falling, being kind of clumsy, that kind of thing. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I know we're purging pretty fast, and so I thought that this was sit with this, and again, we say purging, but it's using different words, it's using different analogies until something clicks that we resonate with. But what share with me is like, you know what, we're recovering from shock. And I'm like, what? Shock? They're like, yes. Like someone that's been in an accident. And anyone that's been in a car accident or had an accident, even a fall, um, anyone that's had an accident like that, what happens is you go into shock. Your body goes into shock. What happens when your body goes into shock? You need to lay down and you need to rest. You need to rest. You need to recover. Okay? You need to slow down and allow yourself to recover, because shock is your body's way of dealing with trauma. We may think it's nothing, but the body's like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. You'll feel it in a couple of days. But I need to rest now. I need to rest. And we all know this. If we keep ignoring and we keep going, what's going to happen? We're going to get put down one way or another. Stay down so your body can heal, right? So, yeah. Ooh, Robin, your runes are with the black obsidian. Nice, nice. Yeah. She fell a couple weeks ago. She's also very itchy and getting electric vibrations. Yes. So we're going through shock because more light's coming in. All right. More light's coming in. More high frequencies coming in and vibrating. And this is where we're feeling maybe these vibrations, these electrical currencies, this electric shock, right? In a sense, then we're receiving like these electrical shocks that make us vibrate. And what are we vibrating? Anything that's not for our highest and greatest is falling off in this vibration, right? Purge. We don't need it. It's making us lighter so that we can be in the lighter density, of the higher frequencies, um, the denseness, is so heavy on 3D, and we got to literally lighten up to get to the higher frequencies, right? All right. And so I wanted to share with you too. I thought was really interesting is I worked at a shop years ago. Oh my goodness, I was giving readings. I was doing readings and healings through a shop, and one of the shop owners there, she was very, very connected. Um, She was pretty. I think she was a medicine woman. She didn't call herself that. She didn't call herself a witch, but she was very much, one with nature. Let me say that. And she had her herbs. She had all sorts of things. And there she was, had some drying out. She'd mix them together, talk to her what you need, what's going on. She'd whip something up for you. Um, and she was very artistic. She did a lot of things. Well, I said I went to a powwow. I got a drum from someone else that I knew. I helped her run a booth, and she was like, "What drum do you want?" And I picked the only goat skin one. Goat skin. Again, all the skins were collected in a very humane, loving, and honoring way. Honor the animal, and so I was resonated because well, you know, my astrologist, I'm Capricorn, and I put this in parentheses, is very loose because we are who we are. We don't need so many labels. But I thought it'd be interesting, and I loved the sound, the tone of it, and the fact that it was her only goat one. So I took the drum in and was doing the healing sessions with it. Well, she saw the drum, and she goes, "Can I put some artwork on it for you?" And I said, "Sure, go ahead." And so I had no idea. Now, she didn't know that I worked with runes. She didn't know anything that I did. All right, other than I just was there and that's it. The only thing she did ask me was my animal totems, my animal spirit guides, so she could validate for her what she saw around me. And so the rest, though, other than that, she was right on. Very, very intuitive. So I'm going to show you. This is my goat drum. Okay. And I was shocked that she put runes on it, and I didn't even ask her to. So here's the crow in the middle. And I just realized, I was looking at this going, so this is the head of the crow, and this is the whole body with artwork on it. You see the legs or the feet, the legs, and that's the head, and this is the body. But if you look at it kind of like this, it does even look like a bird head that way too. It's like two pictures in one. Hello, Joyce, right? And so right in the middle, because she knows how much I love the ravens and the crows and the ravens, right there. All right. So, and then here's the cobra, turtle, leopard, all the big cats, the leopard, and dolphin. Dolphins. I always love dolphins. Okay. And then, right? And then the runes. So this rune right here is Ansu's. It's a mouth, wind, it's expression, and the deity is Odin. Okay. Let me go this way. Oh, look, Robert. Here is Othala. Mm-hmm. Odin and Thor, inheritance, knowledge of birthright. Okay. Then this one down here looks like a lightning bolt. Okay, is the Sowillo, the sun, the higher self, and that's Tyr. Tyr, however you want to say it. That's Tyr. I've always seen the lightning bolt. Okay, that's fascinating to me. And then last but not least, way over here, and if you look at it this way, okay, this is Algis, which is wand, which is like the rainbow bridge, wand, or staff, or sword, and represent Heimdall, the one who was the guardian of the rainbow bridge, right? So I was really amazed that when she did this, and it took me years before I even realized how she really intuited this artwork. And so I'm very grateful for that. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I do have this on my website. I took a picture of my drum, of this drum, and this is hear that tone? Isn't that beautiful sound? Oh yeah. Woo! I can do some more for y'all if you want to. I don't want to run out of time. Uh, and so also, um, here's it was interesting too with the turtle because this was I was always like, yes, well, I love the earth. And she goes, well, the turtle is that representation of the earth. And turtle wants to work with you, that turtle energy. And then years later, I go to another like local tribe powwow. And here they were very old school. Only the men played the drums because the drum represented the female. So to have the balance, man and woman, right? So only men were the drummers. The women had rattles and they were on the outside of the men with the drums in the middle and the rattles on the outside, the women with sang and with the rattle. And so I went several times, and the medicine woman in that tribe, she had a table set out. If you're joining in, you could pick a rattle and join in. And so I saw this rattle on the table, and I was like, oh, I'm drawn to this one. And she looked at me and she goes, that's interesting. And I was like, why? And she goes, I'll tell you later. And so I used this rattle. I think we went several times, like 2 or 3 times. Every time I went, I was like, where's the rattle? And so then she's telling me, she's like, that's my personal rattle. And I'm like, oh, and you're letting me. And she goes, no, because the rattle told her it was time to go to someone else to move on. And so it was time. But she just said, give me a week with the rattle and then it'll be yours. And she goes, let me pull my energy out, neutralize it, and then for you, so that you have the rattle without so much of me. And I'm like, well, you can leave a little of you in there. I think that's beautiful. She smiled. She goes, that's why it's going to you. So here's this beautiful rattle that she made from a turtle shell that she found. It's not uncommon to find them in Connecticut. Okay. Like, so my two favorite gemstones is an amethyst. Where is the turquoise? Oh, and turquoise. Turquoise. Amethyst and turquoise. So you hold here on the turquoise and look at the amethyst point. These are my two favorite. And so that sound nice? Yeah, yes. So thank you for your content. Thank you. Yay, love the drum. Thank you. Powwow would be interesting to experience. Yes, experience it. And all of us who've experienced them, we have pros and cons about those. Marcia and I have to fine tune things. I hope she doesn't get upset if I say something, but Marcia and I are going to put together a shamanic journey. I won't say really a class, a webinar, a class, but it's not going to be public. You're going to have to sign up for it. And of course, it can be very, very affordable. But we're going to have a session like that, a shamanic journey session. And this is where you can have that experience in a very loving manner. Okay? Thank you. When I played this rattle, and I do have the picture of me doing that on my website, on the, I think, about me, about Tiffany, page on my website. I went into a trance and I was singing in their language. And because when I got out of it and they were all staring at me. Like, what's wrong? They would sing in their language and you didn't have to repeat, but it was like I just was gone and then I'm singing. And I don't even know that language. And they're just like, okay, yeah. And that's the medicine woman was just like, yes, see, it's got to go to you. Anyway, we all find more aspects of ourselves when we go and do these things. Pros and cons. If you can go into a traditional powwow, a lot of them, unfortunately, may you have to know people. Um, a lot of them, they want to protect their heritage, and I get that. So you go to a powwow, just experience it. Be very mindful of their traditions. You had to be invited to go into the inner circle. Just don't walk in there. Most people set up around it in chairs and things, and we watch. And there's a definite circle, and so just we have to be mindful of the traditions and the customs, and I think that some of them, and it's not all of them, but a couple that I went to were too commercialized. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And that you should always honor your brothers and sisters, no matter what color their skin, the color of their skin. All right. And so, how do you know that white person standing over there wasn't a chief in a past life, or a medicine woman, or someone of reverence in a tribe? And when I say that, every member in a tribe has reverence. Every member of a tribe, they're equals and equally important. So how do you know that person didn't have that kind of life in a past life? Don't ever judge someone by the color of their skin. And I did have that. One powwow in another state, I never went back to them because they were just as like, oh, a white, you're white. And I'm just like, wow, really? Thanks for putting that out. Whatever, I'm out. But one of the elder women there, she was trying to make up. She's like, I am so sorry. And she's like, they don't even know who you really are, who your soul is. And I was like, well, soul wise, we're all from source. We're all connected. Soul is from source, but what we've picked on along the ways of our incarnations, so she saw it. She goes, I see. And she goes, and they don't see it. And I'm like, that's fine. I am very loving and very respectful, but we shouldn't have to also tolerate being disrespectful. We can just walk away. You'll know. That seems to be the thing. If you resonate with it, stick with it. If not, that's your sign to move on. But we do get a lot of great experiences from that, don't we? Absolutely, we do. So, all right. So back to runes real quick. I read this rune all the time. Excuse me. The Manez. The self. The higher self. From correct relationship with self, all other relationship flow. When I say that, know thyself, right? As within, so without. All the other relationships flow easier when we have that relationship with ourselves. And so, yes, you go to drum circles. That's wonderful. Wonderful with Robin. That's amazing. Okay. So let's see. I have time to give some messages. I have 6 minutes. Yes. Anyone that would like for me to pull a rune for you? Wow. Did I freeze for a second? That's wow. Thanks, Maureen. If anyone would like to have a message, a rune message, I'm going to use rune cards. See, they have rune oracle cards. Two of my favorite things in one. So I will pull a rune card for you, just so you can see it too. And I love the artwork with it. And yes, please, that would be cool. Veronica's first. Veronica. Actually, hold on. Let me back up a moment. Robert, because Robert did give me a super sticker. It's going to be Robert, Veronica, Robin, Maureen. I see ya. I knew you're, yeah. Yep. Let me make sure I got this down. So it's going to be Robert, Veronica, because they're going to start scrolling really quick, the comments. Robin, Maureen, Wendy. Yes, Wendy, I know you do. Wendy, did you want a message? Yeah, I'm going to give you one, Wendy. I know you have the cards. That's pretty cool. All right, so here we go. Robert, you're first, hon, because you have you gave a super sticker. All right, so let's see what. Okay, wow, this just fell out. Oh my goodness, Robert, 3 came out for you. 3. How about that? That's not surprising at all. And the 3 that came out. So here's your first one. Okay, Robert. This is Rido. That Rido rune. See the runes on top, and then look at the beautiful picture here. Rido. And the meaning is a journey. It's a journey. And sometimes the symbol shows up in a wheel or a circle. Yeah. So what is the meaning of this? Increase your determination and focus. You are protected in your travel. When you travel, you are protected. I love this. Let's see. The stone that associated with this is moss agate. Moss agate. It's really pretty. Moss agate. Okay. So, and the deities associated with this is Freya, Odin, and Thor. The journey, Rido. That's the first one that popped out for you. Okay. And I have to say that this is another one of mine. Isa is the second one for you. Isa. Ice. Static force. The symbol's a mountain. Black tourmaline. Black tourmaline. The message: stop, slow a situation. Stop and slow down. Increase your courage, your resolution, and persistent. Keeping persistent in your courage can be helpful to slow the thoughts in cases of, if you have insomnia, slow it down. Hyperactivity and anxiety, slow it down. Also, what I like about the ISA, just the rod, the staff, stillness. Be still. Be still. Be still. Be that mountain. And that's very forceful when you have that wand. Okay, that static force. So that's your second one. Here's your last one here. And I love how they really all flow together. If you put all these messages together, Robert. And then the last one's one, I love this one too. T-Wise. The creator. The sword or the spear and the North Star. Okay. Go with the universal flow, with the universal law. The gemstone is Tiger's Eye. Oh, you know what deity this is? It's your favorite tier. Bringing justice, balance, and protection and strength of will. You have 3 powerful runes here for you, right? So these are all very powerful runes. I hope you enjoy that, Robert. Yay! All right, thank you. Okay. Wow. Yes, I know. Tear always comes up for you. Yes, it does. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish until I give these messages. I know the producer. It's okay if we go over a little bit, okay? So, yes, Melissa, I'll give you one as well. Yay, I'm glad you're still hanging in there with me. All right, or with us, I should say. Veronica, this one is for Veronica. Veronica. Why I'm singing your name? Veronica, crazy. It's It's okay. You gotta let the music flow. So music, I'm just singing. I feel music flowing. Oh, look at this. This is Kenaz. See that? Kenaz. Ooh, that's a nice card. And it's a torch. But isn't it like fire and ice, torch. Your consciousness. It's representing your consciousness. It's interesting. I see a pine tree with this for you too. A pine tree. Blue. The lapis stone, the lapis gemstone, lapis. Okay, and solving problems. Increase your knowledge, spiritual enlightenment, and overcoming depression. Wow, this is just validating your experiences, right? The torch. Wow, your consciousness. It's beautiful. Springtime is. I know you've got to get through your winter, but I feel spring is going to be a next level up for you. level up for you. Okay, Wendy, this one looks like my brother Dennis with red hair. Wow, how about that? You're welcome, Robert. Okay, Veronica, I hope that you can take that, resonate with that. Wear some more lapis. Good, Robert. What was that? Black tourmaline, tiger's eye. What's the other thing that I said? What was the other one that came through? Anyway, whatever the other one was. Okay. Maureen, you are next. Beautiful Maureen. Oh, Maureen. Yeah. That is one that I had already talked about, but we're going to, yeah. Well, let me make sure, because I know that there's two that are very similar, and I just want to make sure that, yeah. Yep. Okay, this is the one. Yeah, I was thinking of. Algae. The algae. Now look. Right, the algae is one that's on my drum. So, this is being in service. All right, you're a link. This is a divine link, like the rainbow bridge, the wand in the rainbow bridge. Okay. Wow, the stone is Herkimer diamond. Okay. And we talked about that the deity is Helmdale, the one who is the guardian of the rainbow bridge. So that divine link comes very easy for you. Yeah, that's a beautiful card. It's like he's forging that. Okay, like meditation and prayer, spiritual work, invoking divine aid, protection, healing, and friendship. Wow, this is like describes your past, your present. This is everything that you've been going through right here, and you have that divine link. And at 3 a.m., I feel like 3 a.m. in the morning time, you get a lot of messages. 3 a.m. is when you travel the rainbow bridge. Okay, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting for you. So the Herkimer diamond, Herkimer. All right. If you don't have a piece of that, you don't have to physically have it. You can see a picture of it and just sit with it. Okay. So, hello, Christian Zinc and Rumble. Nice to see you. Would you like to have a message too? Just say yes, and I will put you on the list. Okay. And give you a rune message. So I hope that resonates with you, Maureen. All right. Next we have Wendy. Wendy, sure. Okay. I'm writing them down because we have a lot of people. Okay, so Christian Zinc on. Love your name too, Christian Zinc. Good stuff. That's what everybody needs. All right. So who did I say? Wendy. 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 I like this card too. I like them all. It's just so hard. You can't have a favorite because it relates to what's ever going on in our life, right? Oh, Wendy said that her and her husband went to Herkimer, New York, and mine some. Yes, you can do that. Absolutely. Okay, so you got Gabo. Gabo looks like an X. Gabo. There's a gift. A gift. Because of you've sacrificed enough. So there was sacrifice, and then there's a gift because of that. Okay, interesting. The stones is turquoise and amber. Turquoise and amber. Isn't that beautiful? This is Freya and Odin. So it's balancing the self for the relationships, the partnerships, and love. That's exactly what. So with sacrifice comes a gift. The giving, the receiving. Those beautiful partnerships, masculine, feminine, negative, positive, the balance, balance, balance. And that's the X is too, is balance. Balance. Balance, grasshopper, balance. Okay? So, yes, yes. Turquoise and amber. Woo! I like that. That's amazing. All right. Destiny, are you ready? Oh, wait, before I get to Destiny, let me read some of Veronica's before they move. Thanks for the message. I'll take the guy on the card, too. Veronica, you're funny. My favorite lapis has gone missing. Maybe it will show up. Ooh, yes, yes. Call to it. Ask for it to come back to you. Okay? Or if that one can't physically come back to you, to bring another one to you. Okay, you can do that. All right. Destiny, 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 destiny. Ooh, you got the stillness too. The Isa. The Isa. The stillness. This is like the one that one of the runes that Isa. I just want to say Isa, but it's ISA, but it's Isa. That's how it's pronounced. Isa for you too. All right. It's sometimes we've got to be still. It's in that stillness that we get what we're looking for. All right. Black tourmaline for you as well would be very powerful to have that in jewelry and a bracelet or to sit with it. A palm worry stone. I'm showing for you like a one of those worry stones that you would rob. It's like kind of usually the worry stones are oval and they have like a little thumb imprint in it, and you're supposed to just sit there and rub it if you get anxious or worry. And black tourmaline is very protective as well. Okay, so here for you too, you need some clove in your diet. Some clove. Add some crushed cloves to something that you're eating. If you have any dental, take some clove. You can take whole clove, grind it down, or you can take the ground clove and rub some on your gums too. But you need something. You need clove for something. I'm not getting specifics on that. You will know how to use it, but it's to slow down. You're working on your courage. All right. So, yeah. So, I think the clove is going to help too with anxiety. And again, slow the thoughts down so that you can be able to get some sleep where more messages are going to come through in your sleep time too. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So, let me just add. Yes, Robin and Teresa, of course. Y'all just stick with me. Just hold on. Want to get everyone. That's why I try to work within this. And this time thing is just forget it. Slipping, whatever. You think you got this time, and then it just goes by so fast. Anyway. Okay, Destiny, and I hope that resonates with you, and have a wonderful birthday weekend. Celebrate some more. Shoot, when my sons were growing up, we would celebrate birthdays for a week. Celebrate for 7 days. Let's celebrate for 7 days. It was fun. Didn't mean they get a gift every day, but we did something different every day. Anyway, all right. Melissa is next. Melissa Parks. This is for Melissa. You're welcome, Maureen. Ooh, I like this one too. I like this one too. I like them all. You just can't hear me. Oh, I like this one. Okay. This one is called, well, I know, I just saw that. Hold on. Because I want to pronounce it correctly too. So, oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, I see. It's sideways. Why did they do that one sideways? Yeah. Okay. So this one, and let me just make sure of it, because this one was drawn differently. Sometimes if they're inverted, hold on, let me just make sure. Let me check another list. Yeah, okay. I've seen it drawn this way too with 2 X's. Let me just pull something else real quick to make sure. It's 2 X's on top of each other or side by side. And I've seen it put different ways. But I just want to make sure that it's the right one for you. It's the only one that I think shows up in different formats. So let me see. Oh, that's not going to be helpful. Let me just grab my runes real quick here. And yeah, yes, okay. So, because, yeah, so they left this, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Mm-hmm. So this one is in wise. Why did they leave this one out on this list? I think they did, or they must have drawn it differently. Anyway, okay, that's fine. We are going to. Oh, okay. It's also, I see. It depends on what tradition of. And this is the only rune that can appear in different ways depending on what you're looking at. So it can be 2 X's on top of each other like this, 2 X's, okay? Or it's a diamond. So they take the middle part. You see where it's a diamond. Where the X's meet, it's a diamond. So it's the one that has interpretations, 2 interpretations. So it's that or this. So this is Ingwaz is what it is, Ingwaz. So, wow, a spiral, your energy spiraling. You feel like you're in a spiral energy right now. And this is interesting because you're in a reconciliation time in your life, finding the balance, reconciliation of opposites, limitless expansion. Unakite is the stone. Unakite. Yeah. I also see a rose being handed to you. It's a gift. So if you can grow a rose bush, can you plant a rose bush as a request in memory of a memory rose bush? And this deity is Freya. Relationships, marriage, balancing and harmony. Also, a cherry tree. It's interesting, the cherry tree and a rose. So, yeah. So I leave that with you, Melissa. And that was beautiful, though, that you were handed a single rose. And so there you go. All right. I love you. Hope that helps. All right. Destiny, I already gave you a message, hon. You need to go back and listen to that. I gave it to you. I just got done before I gave Melissa's. So, all right, next. Oh, you're welcome, Maureen. Is I think I already said that too. Quercetin Zinc, you are next. Ooh, we had one that's about to jump out. Ooh, I like this too. Yes. Okay, so I just like them all. We've already established that. It's all on what you need at just right at that moment. And this looks like a Z that's kind of tilted, but you see how it looks like this. This is called IWAS. IWAS. Mm-hmm. IWAS. Again, cosmic connection. This is cosmic connection. Who did I get this one for? Anyway, IWAS. And we were talking about this, the Veronica, right? So the stone for this is labradorite. It's a really beautiful stone, labradorite. So cosmic connection, you have that. You are doing shamanic work, self-reliance, getting in touch with your higher self. You just totally the whole gambit of being in balance, mind, body, and soul, taking holistic approaches, taking ways that is going to keep you as that pure divine conduit to what the cosmic connection. The cosmic connection. Right? But it's interesting because how they portray this is like you're at the brink of death, but you've done your shadow work. And we all have had to go through hell, through the valley of death. Right? I'm walking through the valley of death now. Yeah. So December is a powerful month for you. So yeah. All right, that's what I'm getting for you. So I hope that you can take that quercetin zinc. Yes, woohoo! Enjoy your, and you have more things, more opening, of course, more cosmic frequencies coming in, and you are noticing them. They want you though to you don't have to journal, but just do a video recording of yourself, a video diary of things that's coming in, something like that. Because I feel like it's going to be too much to try to commit to memory. Okay, profound experiences with an S. All right, Robin, you're next. You are next. Next. Robin, you got the same. That's not surprising. I love this. Yes. You got the TWAS too. The TWAS. See, the TWAS. Like the universal law, the sword, the spear, the North Star. This is creator. So you are letting creator guide you, to steer your boat, to be the commander of your ship. And tiger's eye for you too. Of course, sage. I know you, sage. So that's very good for you. You're bringing justice, balance, protection, and strength of will, a stronger willpower into your life as well. All right. And just let Creator continue to guide you. All right. To be that North Star for you. And you won't ever go off course. All right. You won't ever go off course. So I'll leave that with you. Yay. What set of rune cards are these? Oh, okay. This set is, it's just runes, oracle cards. If you just type in runes, oracle cards, by Lo Scabario. Yeah. Let me show you the slide. Oops, I don't know if it's going to focus in. Los Gabario, you can get there. You can just Google these because I don't think there's too many. This is the only rune deck that I found. Runes Oracle cards. So this is what it looks like. Okay. So you can find those. I know I love these, and so it's I love my runes too. And here's my wooden set, but it beats having to go through them to try to find the specific runes and then hold it up. So there you go. You're welcome. All right. Who did I say next? Robin. Oh yeah, I just did Robin. You're welcome, sweetie. And then Teresa. Okay. Teresa. Ooh, wow. Okay. Teresa. Let's see. You have. Oh, ooh, nice. Nice. Hold on. I think there's another one. There's some of them you have to be careful because they look. Yep. It's this. Yeah. Okay. This is Thurisaw. Teresa is Thurisaw. It's an ice giant. All right. And it has this shield and this hammer. And it's self-defense. Ooh, protection and returning of curses. Using that, if it's not for my highest and greatest, I'm protected and return to cinder. You an obsidian is a stone, which is a great protection stone. Okay, so obsidian. And this is the deities are Loki and Thor. And if you know the relationship between these two brothers, it was always like combative, right? Where Thor would need to have self-defense and protect himself against his trickster brother. And so so that's important because you have to protect yourself from somebody that you know, all right, that you may even feel close to, all right. But I like that the ice giant shield and hammer. So there you go. So like that tug of war, you're finding balance in that tug of war and returning. You are protected. Things are like bouncing off of you and you're returning to cinder. Doesn't mean you're harming that person. Everyone's responsible for their own energy. And so if it comes back to them, you know what they're going to do? They're not going to recognize it as their own. They're going to start playing a victim. Oh my gosh, I was attacked. Why don't we pay attention to the energy and read that it was actually your stuff coming back to you? Let's deal with it. But that's not your problem. What this is showing you is that you are protected, and it has to be by somebody close because they've got me going on about this. So you keep being the light that you are and keep moving in that forward motion. Okay? So, wow, that is powerful. There you go. Okay, so I think I got through the list. All right, everyone. Ooh, this was fun, huh? I guess I should have started it earlier, but it's fun. It's okay. Sometimes just whatever. It all works. So thank you so much, each and every one of you. Thanks for joining me this evening. I really had a great time with you all, and I love the sharing. And so, yeah. Yay! This show is episode 413. In case you need to go back to it, make a little note. This is 413, episode 413. In case you need to go back and look for a message or a reading that you had, you can easily just go back to that, jot the episode number down, go back and listen to your message. All right. So with that, I want each and every one of you to keep shining brightly. All right. When our divine creator, when Source said, "Let there be light," please know that you are a sparkle of that light. You are part of that light. We are source frequency of love light. So may love, light, and peace be with you. And this is the way.